Hey guys, my name is Tristan, and if you are new here, please like, subscribe, share, and comment, and hit that bell for all the latest content. So guys, I got one of my great friends and colleagues here, Dr. Tôm Nguyen, okay? And I've known Tom for roughly, going on about 20 years now, man?
Yeah, 2 decades.
2 decades. So, you know, Tom is a great car guy, and I'm going to show you guys some pictures here of his S2000. This guy is a legend in the SUK community. He's a Honda guy, but today we're going to talk about Toyota, right? Because I brought the truck along and I wanted to get his initial impression on the truck, right? Because, hey guys, what's more Texan than a Tundra and barbecue? Because, Tom, we're going to go eat barbecue today, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Where are we going?
We're going to Third Coast BBQ up in Spring, Texas, not far from here. So.
Okay, so Third Coast. We're going to come check you guys out there, see what the barbecue's like. Look, man, Tom is a foodie, guys. So I'm going to put down below in the description as well the link to his Instagram. And let me tell you, if you want a midnight appetite, you go see his Instagram. The things that he posts will make your mouth water. And by the way, guys, Dr. Tôm Nguyen is local here in Houston. If you guys are looking for a great primary care doc, he's person mine. I think I'm in good health, right?
Maybe for another week.
Maybe for another week.
Oh, no, maybe until after the meal.
There you go. Maybe after the meal. Don't check my cholesterol after the meal. But Northern Pines Medical Clinic, that's where you can find Dr. Thomas Nguyen if you guys need a primary care doc. You're not going to find a cooler doc as a car guy and also looking out for your health. All right, Tom, so this is the first time you're actually seeing the TRD Pro Tundra in person.
Yeah,
I want you to be very honest. What are your thoughts on it? What do you think? Because I know you're a Honda guy, man, but what do you think of the TRD Pro Tundra?
Well, the other thing is I'm not really a truck guy either. I'm just a car guy. So the first thing that kind of jumped out at me were these BBS forged rims right here. Really nice set of wheels, and so that's what jumped out at me as a car guy. But yeah, from a truck standpoint, it looks great.
And you think so you pointed out the first thing you asked me was this pattern, yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was aftermarket perhaps, but I guess it comes stock, so that's great.
Yeah, actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, you technically are a Toyota guy. Don't you have your daily driver?
So I drive a Toyota 86, Toyota Baru, whatever you want to call it.
There you go. Yeah, Toyota Baru.
It's really more a Subaru, but well, whatever.
There you go. There you go. So the wheels are standing out to you. Now, guys, let me tell you something. Dr. Nguyen has high-class taste when it comes to parts. Let me tell you guys something. This man's Mugen out S2000 is a freaking legend. Everything's authentic. But, hey, Tom, take a look at that LED light bar. What are your thoughts on that, man?
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right here, huh?
Now, also, Tom, I'm going to allow you to drive the vehicle here.
Ooh.
Okay? And guys,
I'll try not to do any donuts or burnouts. Or maybe I will. I don't know.
So, guys, let me tell you something. You saw the last video. My father is behind the wheel, and he has a heavy foot. Dr. Nguyen, hands down, has a heavy foot. Probably. You heard it there. So I'm going to let him rip it, do what he's got to do, just to enjoy the truck. But the reason why I wanted to get Dr. Nguyen in here is because of the fact that there is still a lot of debate as to whether or not this new gen Tundra is a great replacement, case in point, to that guy right there. That was not planned. But is this better than that one? Well, I always like to get honest perspectives, as this will give you guys a first-hand look in regards to honest feedback on the truck. So, Tom, are you ready to drive?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get to it. We're going to Third Coast BBQ, guys. Here we go. All right. So, Tom, before we start the vehicle, what do you think of the interior of the truck?
Well, first thing I wanted to do was to turn the car on. So, you know, with my 86, I have this little thing here called a key. But, but I'm also rather old-fashioned. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess this is just a push start. So I see a TRD start button right there. So, yeah, it's a nice interior. You know, full of, like, I guess, leather. Plastic looks pretty good.
You see that perforated?
Yeah, I see the perforated steering wheel. Actually, my initial impression, and no offense to all you Toyota lovers out there, I, generally speaking, hate and despise Toyota and Lexus cars, mainly because I do not like the new car smell.
Yeah.
One thing that sold me on getting the Toyota 86 was it didn't smell like a Toyota. It smelled like a Subaru, because all the parts in the car are from Subaru. And so that sold me on the car. But The first thing I noticed on this car or truck was that, oh, I don't smell that classic nasty Toyota Lexus new car smell.
Wait a minute. So there's actually a distinct odor to Toyota vehicles.
Absolutely. If you blindfold me and throw me one of the older ones, I would recognize it. Like,
describe to everyone, how would you describe the scent of a Toyota vehicle?
oh, I can't really describe it. It's just kind of a personal thing. Some people don't like the smell or scent of the BMW parts, and I understand that. Some people don't like the Mercedes smell. And it has to do with the plastic interiors and how it's set up. But what's notably different here was I initially thought that, oh goodness, walking into this truck, I'm gonna have to like just hold my breath or just beg you to roll the window down. But no, this is actually a nice, pleasant surprise. My parents drive all kinds of Lexus cars, and I can't stand driving in those cars. It makes me car sick.
Yeah.
I love an absolute sports car like Supras, right?
Yeah, there you go.
The old one, the Mark IV Supra. But
there you go.
I could not stand being in that car just because of the odor. And I know that's the stupidest thing to ding a car on, but that's just me.
Well, there you guys. Hey, when I told you honest review, man, there it is from Dr. Nguyen there. So go ahead and crank it up, man. And this compares nothing to your ASM gauge cluster there. You got to hold the brake and
I got to hold the brake.
Get in there and.
All right.
So everything's digital gauge cluster, everything there. So.
Interesting.
Who's that handsome guy right there, man?
Oh, look at that! Look at that.
So guys,
Dr. Mac Daddy.
So guys, by the way, man, Dr. Nguyen, I'm very thankful for him because he was actually my attending my preceptor when I was in school training. So a lot of the things that I learned firsthand there are from this man himself.
Mr. Warner, there's a lot of
turn left.
Car wrecks at this intersection. So,
I got full coverage, man. All is good and everything's documented, so I'm not behind the wheel.
well.
And, Tom, one of the things I love about the TRD Pro Tundra stuff, you're going to feel it firsthand here, I'm going to get your impression, is whenever you finally take off. You've had plenty of vehicles in the past, and of course, when you're dealing with turbo, you're dealing with turbo lag.
Well, that's interesting. I've never owned a turbo car.
Yeah, so you'll see firsthand here. There is no lag on this one, man. Let me tell you.
3 miles. Use the right lane to turn right onto Champion Forest Drive.
I need to put my wife's voice on the navigation. What do you think about that, huh?
Oh, can you do that? Oh, that's interesting.
No, I don't know. You can't. But...
Oh no, that would be crazy. Like when your daughter gets older, you can put like I don't know what the kids watch. I don't watch SpongeBob. I mean, some cartoon character.
I watch SpongeBob.
Also,
I love SpongeBob.
Oh, I love it too, but the kids don't watch it these days. They don't know who or what that is.
Correct.
It's just kind of crazy, really. All right. Go forward. It's got a nice pickup.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's traffic.
So one of the things that the engineers did really well with this TRD Pro Tundra is that they utilized the hybrid system to fill in the dips in the power curve where there would be turbo lag. So technically, whenever you floor it, you'll see that the battery kicks in at the same time. So the power delivery and the power curve is actually fairly consistent. I mean, and so it's still getting, oh, that's pretty cool. So by the way, guys, again, first time I'm using navigation, I didn't know that on the left square there that you can actually see that gives you the directions as well. That's usually where MPGs are. So that's pretty cool. See, Tom, you taught me something new, man. So. All right, Tom, you got, the perfect way to floor it or get into it is the merging. So here we go.
All right. We're going to try to race against this 18-wheeler, so if I will make it. Oh well, nice to know now. So it seems fairly stable, so that's good.
Yeah.
I don't like an unstable car at high speeds. And it brakes pretty well.
Yep, there you go.
And the 18-wheeler is a good quarter mile behind us, so we're good there. All right.
So what do you think, man? How does it drive?
Oh, it drives great. You're right about the lack of turbo lag, so that's good. It's very torquey, and it does its job. And at the same time, I can pretty much just grandma, push the foot in, so just driving slow. And that's how I, by the way, normally drive.
So I've actually never had one person say anything negative about the driving experience of this truck, and so a lot of the negative comments based upon the vehicle. Oh man, it's a V6. It's not a real truck. It doesn't have the V8 sound. I mean, the performance that you're experiencing right there, right? I think it quite honestly makes up for it. And I even had the opportunity to drive the the older gen, the 2020 TRD Pro, when I did that video with Edgar. And don't get me wrong, man, the V8 rumble was great and all, but man, this thing pulls. This thing pulls, and I think that's one of the things that I think most people should appreciate with the truck, is that yes, it is a V6, but it's a twin turbo hybrid, puts out more power, gets better gas mileage, and of course you saw it there from Dr. Nguyen himself, man, getting out.
Bro, you got some competition behind you.
Oh yeah, the Tacoma. He's like, man. Hey, by the way, dude, I wanted a Tacoma initially.
Oh, okay.
Before
Here,
the.
let you film as you tell them has.
Let's see the.
Yeah, we'll give a thumbs up.
There you go.
Oh, you didn't look at us. Oh, what a punk.
But overall, fairly smooth drive. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds good. I went to Marfa recently, so we should do a trip out to West Texas.
I'm down, dude.
Do some little off-roading. Yeah.
I'm down, man. Hey, by the way, I always tell every driver this. I don't know if you know. So you said you like how it sounds?
Yeah, sounds good.
You know it's fake, right?
Yeah, I figured most cars and trucks these days are all pumping out fake sounds.
Yeah.
Or maybe they put like a microphone in the engine bay. Or...
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah, it's like a lot. I still can't accept it, dude. It sounds great. Don't get me wrong, but just you and I are purists, man. We're old school car guys, and it's like I just can't accept the fact that knowing that when I'm slower, it's coming. It doesn't sound like that on the outside.
See, this truck has a lot of clearance. See that little Hyundai there had trouble clearing that little speed bump there.
So one of the things that a lot of we got front parking.
Look at that.
Look at that off-road.
Oh, yeah.
One of the things that guys complain about, and by the way, guys, we are here at Third Coast BBQ, but the turn radius on this truck is horrible. That's a lot of the major complaint with this truck. All right, so we officially arrived at Third Coast BBQ. Tom, before we go in here, what can you tell me about Third Coast, man? What makes this place good? Why should people come here?
Well, they do Central Texas-style barbecue, so they do a good job of the classic Trinity meats, brisket, pork ribs, sausage, as well as some other things. And occasionally they have a few little specials here and there. Sometimes they do these giant pretzels and other things. But yeah, we'll check them out, see how it goes. You can see that they get their meat supply from Rufino. It's a reputable meat dealer for a lot of area barbecue restaurants across Texas. So we know this place is going to be legit.
Okay, and guys, this is my first time here at Third Coast BBQ, and again, every time I go out to eat with Tom, I let him take the lead. He is just the expert when it comes to barbecue, so we're going to show you guys exactly how the food looks. I'm going to give you my perspective on how it tastes. I'm already know it's going to be good. And again, what's more Texan than a Tundra? Because it is built here in San Antonio, Texas, and barbecue. Here we go.
Okay, so I have a twisted, a small potato salad, small mac, small collard, side of ribs, jalapeno cheese sausage, a link of boudin, and a half-pound moist.
Yeah. And you got the side of ribs too, right? Pork ribs?
Yeah, I got you a side of
Okay,
ribs.
okay, cool.
We're eating good today, man.
Heck yeah.
All right, we are in the back where the magic happens here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk to Troy, who's the owner here at Third Coast, and give us a little bit of perspective on it. I so actually had the opportunity to come back here with Troy, who's the owner of Third Coast. So Troy, introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about Third Coast, man.
Well, my name is Troy Mulligan. I'm the owner with my wife of Third Coast BBQ here in Spring, Texas. We started, I guess, as Third Coast in about 2016. Started doing catering and bought this pit, and we were mobile and cooking all over the place. And then was it in 2019, we took over this location, screened it in, started doing our catering operations out of here. Then COVID hit, so we were all the catering kind of went away, so we opened up the restaurant, and we've been here ever since, trying to do some Texas style barbecue.
There you go, man. This is actually my first time here, and I'm definitely going to give the viewers my honest perspective. And here's the thing, Tom is like a barbecue guru, yeah. So therefore, man, I kind of let him order, and we're going to kind of capture the food and video. So as far as, I guess, like, tell us a little bit about the pit here. Like,
okay, so the pit's it's a close mobile barbecue pit. Like I said, I bought it in 2016 because, at the time, there was no other mobile pit that was built like this. This thing's a tank. It weighs 10,000 pounds. I've had 54 briskets on here at one time. Then, like in 2017, we went down to NRG Stadium right after Harvey. We spent 2 weeks down there in the parking lot cooking. We cooked 65,000 pounds of barbecue over the course of 2 weeks. It was just basically a huge barbecue marathon. And yeah, just been doing that ever since.
Man, so
Texas
this
barbecue.
Yeah, this is
Trying to
a
do it the right
very,
way.
very impressive pit, man. And you said 10,000 pounds?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if my Tundra can tow this thing.
It'd be tough. I'm
It's-
pulling out a couple of trucks pulling it
No,
around.
man, it's a massive, massive, but beautiful pit, man. Troy, thank you so much for the time and the information there. Guys, make sure I'm going to put a link down below to Third Coast Barbecue. Make sure you check them out and the great food and say hi to Troy there. Okay, guys?
Anytime. Hey guys, if you come in from seeing this video, just ask for me or any of my staff. Mention the video and we'll throw in a free banana pudding for you.
There you go, guys. So if you are watching this video here, you go check out Troy and Third Coast Barbecue. He will throw in something free for your early Merry Christmas present, right?
That's right.
There you go, guys. So, man, go check them out. The food just arrived. How good does that look, man? So I'm going to come sit down here and grub, and we'll go from there, man. But, man, Troy, thank you again so much. Guys, please make sure you check them out. So what do you think, Tom? How's it tasting?
Excellent, just like last time I had it
There
here.
you go, man. Dude, guys, the food
Try
is just
pretzel.
absolutely amazing. This pretzel, OMG, man.
Look at that look of sass. Look at that, he's just diving into it. Oh man, no manners whatsoever.
Oh, man.
You know it's good when you just don't care about
No.
etiquette.
You know, I joke around with Tom, though. The Filipino side of me, man. I told him I should have brought a rice cooker and ate this thing with rice, spoon and fork. If you're a Filipino, you know what the heck I'm talking about. But man, absolutely amazing barbecue. Hey, you know, man, I might need to branch off and start doing a channel on barbecue, right?
Oh heck yeah, dude.
And I already know I can already.
We
or
just take your
whatever-
truck everywhere we go.
Yeah, let's do it. By the way, man, sorry. I know my wife's gonna watch this video and she's gonna say, "What the hell did I tell you about speaking with your mouth full?" I already know it, honey. Excuse me, but this food
And you
is
better
good.
bring home some leftovers for her.
Not gonna happen. Guys, so as we conclude this video, I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Tôm Nguyen here, good friend of mine, for coming out and taking me to get some barbecue, and of course giving him the experience. So overall, Dr. Nguyen, what do you think, man? What would you letter grade on the Tundra?
It's an A for me, so good stuff.
We get an A there and an A+ to Third Coast. Make sure, guys, you check out the description. I'm gonna be putting a lot of links, a lot of everything there. Check out Dr. Nguyen, his clinic, his Instagram, all that good stuff, man. And we got many more videos to come. And trust me, when I start building that S2000, you're gonna see this man here a little bit more, because you guys are gonna be in for such a treat when you see his S2000. But until then, you guys have a good one.